This film feels like my melatonin-infused nightmares, but like in a good way. I'd say it's like one of the most like imaginary movies ever made, like in at least in the last few years. It's so creative visually, narratively. It's, great movie telling you guys right off the bat. This is like some weird combination between The Matrix, Rick and Morty, Doctor Strange, and I guess Ratatouille. And that's just a great combination. So this is a movie by A24, and I admit I've never seen a movie by them. People who either love their movies or hate their movies, from what I've understood, but they're kind of like a experimental indie movie company, and I love indie movies, but I guess I've just never seen an A24 movie for some reason. Just all of them caught under my radar. But this movie had a budget of $25 million, which isn't like a low budget, but it's not a huge budget either. And it's really impressive how they were able to like use the budget because there's all these cool visual effects. Then at the same time, like over half the movie takes place in this one like office setting. It takes place in this one office building for the most part, and her laundromat slash house, and they're able to like make it look so dynamic with a combination of good CGI and good practical effects. I don't think you see that much practical effects in movies nowadays, but I feel like they did it really well. The action in this movie was very well choreographed. I mean, that's not exactly surprising because Michelle Yeoh uh, grew up doing like Hong Kong kung fu movies. I think it was Hong Kong. I'm not exactly sure. And all the action scenes are just so well done. And the movie has this like really dark comedy to it. Like the way these action scenes work out. Like the daughter character in the mom's words dances somebody to death, and then so he tears this guy's dick off and starts beating him with his own dick. Just absolutely batshit crazy, but it all makes sense. It doesn't seem like randomness for random's sake. It's randomness for a reason because that's how you sift between worlds. So they have a method to the madness in a way. So like the first 10 movies of the movie seems like a normal movie about a woman, and a family who they don't have much money. She wants to pay all taxes. And then when you see her husband in like do these real like flips in the back screen, you're like, oh, this isn't a normal movie. And then it just escalates, and it's like, just the craziest fucking movie ever. Jamie Lee Curtis is trying to kill you. It's just insane. The movie is able to explain itself to us without coming off as too exposition-y, which is a problem I have with both Chibnall era Doctor Who and Christopher Nolan's Tenet, which I feel like they spend the entire movie explaining the premise to you. This one, it's a complex premise, but they explain it in simple terms, where it doesn't take that long to explain. And the whole movie is just focused on Sylvia. So while the stuff that's happening in the movie is crazy, it still feels really focused and reasonable, I suppose, because we're seeing it from her perspective. Michelle Yeoh, like I said, is incredible in this movie. She plays Sylvia, yes, but like she also plays hundreds of other versions of her. It's so crazy, like the versatility of this woman. I think she was just incredible in it, and she should definitely get nominated for an Oscar. But the Oscars I don't really take seriously because they don't really like sci-fi that much or fantasy. They don't respect it, I suppose. Now, contrary to popular belief, I'm not this like I don't love sci-fi that much. I just love drama, and if there's a good drama that happens to be a sci-fi, then I love it, which is exactly what this movie is. It's not all about the concepts. Because yeah, while there's all this crazy shit happening, the main theme of the story is about a middle-aged immigrant woman trying to connect with her daughter who grew up in America, doesn't have the same experience as her, and she's trying to connect with her better. That's the main theme of the movie. And when you take off all the cracks, that's what you get. And that's just a really nice story told really creatively. That's my dog barking. And yes, this is a really funny movie, but it's also like there's a lot of emotional weight to it. How uh, Sylvie is thinking like, did I make the right decisions in life? You know, what could I have been if I did this and this? Like that's something all of us think about. I think they portray those messages in a really realistic way. Acting all around, like I said, was good. The daughter, the husband, it's great. Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I was surprised to see the lady from Parks and Rec in it. I forgot her name, but she was good in it too. Jenny something, Jenny Slate. So yeah, overall, this movie is so unique. It's like one of those movies that come out maybe once in a decade, you know, like Inception or Interstellar. Just one of those just wonderful movies. I feel like I could rewatch it hundreds of times, which I probably will in the future when I get it on DVD or something. Um, and I could tell already, like this is gonna be on my best of list at the end of the year. It's definitely getting in one of those higher tiers. Like I don't know that there's gonna be some stiff competition this year for my favorite movie. If everything ever like I don't think this movie is gonna be higher. I mean lower than anything else. So what do you guys think of Everything Everywhere All at Once? Also, something else I liked about the movie, we don't exactly realize what the title truly means until like the midway point. I love shit like that. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. And did you love it as much as I do, or am I just crazy or something? But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Where I'll be talking about Better Call Saul, the best show on TV. If you haven't heard me say that 1,000 times. And until then, peace.